Hey guys, all right, I'm about to go over the hashtag one word 2021 assignment again because I'm grading some today and I'm obviously seeing that there's people are having some issues with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go through the document itself, go back over what you need to do. So the first part of what I'm looking at for grading is you answering these 6 questions right here. And you're supposed to type the answers to these statements inside this box. What did you accomplish? I accomplished, blah, blah, blah. What are you proud of? I'm proud of, blah, blah, blah. What did you leave unfinished? I left basketball unfinished this year. I left maybe you wanted to beat a game and you didn't beat a game this year. Maybe you wanted to have an A in science and you didn't. You had a B. What do you feel like you could still work on? Basically, is what that question's asking you. What inspired you? Like, why did you get things done? Why did you accomplish what you accomplished? Who in your life inspires you, or what in your life inspires you? What do you want to continue this year? And what drives you? Drives means motivates you. What motivates you to do what you do? Is it your parents? Is it your friends? Is it your teachers? What motivates you to get done what you get done? Okay, so that's the first thing that you need to do there. This, remember, is just if you want to watch and look at that stuff. Then you're supposed to type your word for this year. What is your word? These are some examples of like positive words that you could use. You can go online and Google positive words, positive phrases, be kind, be happy, just whatever your word is that you're going to try to achieve. So it shouldn't be silly or negative. It's something you want for yourself in this year in 2021. And then you're going to do the Google slide. And I'm going to come back to that Google slide in a minute. How do you insert that Google slide in Google Classroom? But on your Google slide, you need your word, your word that you chose for 2021. A definition of the word. What does that word mean? Why did you choose that word? How you can apply this to your life this year, like what you're going to do to achieve it, and then your name. Okay? And then the last thing you're going to do for a grade is write a paragraph, okay, in complete sentences. And guys, a paragraph is when you start one sentence and when you write your next sentence, you start it right next to it. This is writing a paragraph. You start one sentence, you finish that sentence, and then you start your next sentence. A paragraph is not, let me move myself out of the way here. A paragraph is not this. I will write sentences. I will write another sentence. This is not a paragraph. This is just sentences. Paragraphs flow. They start and end right after you leave the last sentence. Okay, so you're supposed to be writing a paragraph saying how you will achieve your word that you chose in 2021. Okay, so those are the things that I'm going to be grading, and I'm going to remind you of that rubric and what it looks like in just a few minutes that I'm going to be using to grade your work. Okay, so that's this. Okay, let's go back here, and I'm going to pretend to be Savannah a minute because my view looks different than your view. So pretend that this assignment right here is your hashtag 2021, one word 2021. Okay, so I click on it. I click on view assignment, and then I'm going to click on add or create. And then I'm going to go down here to slides and start a slide. Okay. And then it's automatically going to name that hashtag one word 2021. It's automatically naming Savannah's Choices poem because that's the assignment that she started. And then now just a real quick little Google slide tip. really the first thing you should do here to get this out of your way, because a few that I have looked at that have made a Google slide, they tried to make it on this slide and you can see this stuff in the background. So if you'll go ahead and change your layout to blank and then start with just a blank slide where you can add the things that you need. Okay, so that's that. Let's go back here. Now let's look at the rubric. This is what I'm going to be using to grade this assignment. The first thing is that you answered all of these questions right here. Okay. Where'd it go? Okay. The next thing is that you have chosen a word. In this box right here, you have your word typed. Then on the Google slide requirement, you have a word that stands out. It's nice and bold and I can see it. And then here you have a definition. I've included a definition of my word that makes sense and it's easy to read. I've included an explanation of why I chose my word for 2021, and my explanation is easy to read and understand. I have included a description about how I will apply this word to my life this year. My description makes sense and is easy to read. I have my name included on the slide using word art, or I have changed the font size and color in a way that stands out. And then finally, remember that paragraph at the very end. I have 5 complete sentences which are clear and easy to read. I have no mistakes in spelling or grammar, and then it goes down the list. So that should be everything you need to know about this activity that is due for a grade on Friday. If you have any more questions, you need to email me, Canvo me, comment on your assignment, something where I know that you're not understanding. We can meet just you and I on a Google Meet if we need to, okay? But this should help you clarify. If you're watching this and you're still not understanding, maybe show this video to a parent or an adult, older brother, older sister. I think you should understand what to do now, but if not, please reach out and let me know. I'm going to be placing this video in Google Classroom for you to watch. All right, bye guys.